Hello and good afternoon. I hope you are enjoying the ADOLESCON, right?
Yes, sir.
And being the Chief Organizing Secretary, I just really slightly relaxed that you are enjoying this thing. So today's topic, we since morning we are all knowing that we are dealing with the adolescent speciality and adolescents who are really having such a problem, and we also know this even preteens has the now problems are there. So now the problems is added with the few other things, and because of that this topic is now really very important, and that is the Gen Z and Alpha adolescents in the age of the artificial intelligence. So how let's understand what artificial intelligence having that challenges and opportunity to the adolescents. So before we start, let's see what generation you are. How many are knowing what your generation is, what generation name it is? So let's predict. You are the silent generation, baby boomer, generation X, and millennials. So if you are born between the 1928 to 1945 and age of the 80 to 97, you are the silent generation. Baby boomer between the age of the 61 to 79 years, generation X between 1965 to 1980, and millennials between 1981 to 1996. So most of the we are between the generation X and the millennials, right? And we all know we having our own problems, and we are the sufferer of the many problems. But why we are discussing these two generation only? Generation Z means 1997 to 2012, and generation Alpha is between 2013 onward till now. They having a very many problems, but that would what we are going to discuss today. Why we are discussing? Any guess? Absolutely not on the adolescents, but they are the adolescent and parents, and of course the children and early adolescents. So we having this generation Z is now reaching to the parenting, and now since morning we are looking after many parenting things are problematic during this thing. So they are the parent, they learn to come with directly with mobile only, and this after that the generation Alpha is coming with the exclusively with the artificial intelligence. So there is a double edged problems now there, not only digital problem, but along with that we having a artificial intelligence. So it's a biggest shift from that of the technology, social changes and global issues are there, and because of that they having a many sufferer things. So what are the key challenges of the generation Z? What we are not going to discuss in detail, because since morning we all know we are discussing that is in the digital addiction and social media impact, mental health epidemic, climate and environmental anxiety, social stressor, pandemic and infectious disease replaced by our lifestyle and obesity disorder, body image and eating disorder issues, substance use trends, and of course, COVID pandemic we all know. But dear friends, we are in era of this artificial intelligence. And just note down that is the yuppie AI. It's not the AI, but it's a whole network of the AI. And what is such over the 700 AIs are in that leaderboard. And we are just searching till the chat GPT. And now its term is the humanoids. So we at presently knowing only chat GPT and few things, but humanoids are there. And these leaderboards are continuously changing on regular hourly basis. So many chatbots are there that are the specific chatbots and the general chatbots. But that will be the really crux of that thing. We have to understand they are changing, and we have to search for that thing. So how this artificial intelligence influencing the risk and to the our children and parents? Let's discuss that. That is our basic target of today's talk. So they are directly influencing our social media, because the all algorithm is changing. Social media now directly AI generated, all pictures are coming, fake news is easily generated. So social media is vastly used for the true and negative impact of the different issues can be possible. Now we having a AI chatbot and companions which will be directly taken care of the anything what we want. कुछ भी चाहिए पहले गूगल करते थे, अब डायरेक्टली चैट जीपीटी कर रहे हैं. So that is the things we all are now totally dependent on that thing, and that will be reducing our own capability, our own uniqueness, and we are totally dependent on that thing. Of course, at that time we have also having a risk of the over reliance on the educational system with artificial intelligence. अभी टीचर्स बोलते हैं आपको कुछ नहीं मिला तो किस पे जाओ सर्च करने का, चैट जीपीटी पे. मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर से वर्किंग, दे आर कंप्लीटिंग देयर लेसन ऑन चैट जीपीटी डायरेक्टली. So this is the things that what we actually facing. What are the other changes that include the mental health impact because of the continuous watching and involvement of the social media and artificial intelligence and all the gaming that will be directly impacting into the mental health of that children, and because they have already suffered, the parents are also suffering of that thing, that ultimately lead to that problem. And new things is coming is the artificial intelligence addiction. So it's a so much addicted thing. We ourselves is thinking that these are the problems and how we can also avoid that thing to our adolescent. Not practically possible. So that solution will be required. And then developmental impact. What the ultimately they effect? They will have a cognitive, emotional, and social skill influencing, and increase the multitasking, and that lead to the decreasing the attention span and focus, and that ultimately lead to more and more problematic mental, physical, emotional, and social problems. But at the same time, it having an excellent opportunity and benefits also, and offering the tool that empower the young people in way that previous generation just having a dreaming. अपने को सिर्फ था कि हम लोग हमारे जो previous movies थे, Star Trek and all these things, all are now true on this thing with the artificial intelligence. AI gives it to the adolescent the unprecedented access to the resources that promote the growth, resilience, and innovations. So there is having a not only drawback, all these things will be possible if we are judiciously use that thing. So how we can utilize? It can be easily possible to get that thing into the education and learning method, and that will be really good platform is available if we added it into our learning capacity and personal utilization after the adding our human intelligence. So it should be not considered as artificial intelligence, but it will be considered as the augmented intelligence, not the artificial intelligence. Again, mental support is now, it will be directly possible. All the chatbots and the many applications are available where the some type of the stigma in the going to the our psychiatrist will be directly clear up. This chatbot continuously giving an excellent advice. So professional good chatbot and application, if it will be utilization by the our mental autism people, children and other autistic behavioral spectrum disorders, they are having getting the excellent benefit with this artificial intelligence. Few more are the health and wellness. Now everybody has our own smartwatch, right? And that smartwatch will be now aided by the artificial intelligence, and that artificial intelligence directly given prediction, not giving that thing, it will be the thing okay, just utna aapka heart rate itna bada, they are predicting okay, if you can go ahead of that thing, that will lead to the more damage to your body. So this type of the artificial intelligence support is are now available, and we having a good prediction also. At the same time, career and skill building into the artificial intelligence is now really added in our structured program of that thing. So this is increasing the opportunity. People are really working behind hundreds and thousands of young children and adolescents are working behind this thing to building a good chatbots. Again, social environmental impact is definitely there because our this alpha generation and Z generations are staying together. They are well versed with the many things what our millennial and the X generations are not knowing about that thing. So that is the important opportunity. Again, accessibility and inclusion by the artificial intelligence will be ultimately giving the more promotive and inclusive to the our own mentally disturbed people, autistic people, because they can easily take the advantage of the artificial intelligence with the virtually reality therapy, and that will give them good education at their own doorstep or at own sitting, at the home only. So that will be really giving the them hand-holding capacity with the artificial intelligence. Social skill and development is lot of learning, and that what also we have to keep in mind. So what is our role being the health professionals? We have to promote the digital health and literacy because it is ultimately lead to the addiction and problem, and that what we have to give the guide the responsible use of the AI. And for that purpose, being the father or being the mother also and being the doctor also, we have to learn judicious use of the artificial intelligence, and we having the good knowledge of that thing. Same time, guardians of the mental health and address the cyberbullying, addiction, and anxiety. We have to that address these issues. We have to facilitate. Should be the facilitator of the healthy lifestyle. We have to balance the screen time and physical activity, and we have to give as a prescription writing along with our own medications. Advocate the equity and safety. That is the very important because the digital divine and ensure the privacy is most important because all the things what present in the digital media always having their own footprints, and if we not take a proper care of that thing, it will be always problematic to the coming generation, that is the alpha generation may suffer of that thing. Again, collaboration in innovation, we have to work for the generation of the good chatbots for the medical purpose. Same thing, we have to go for the good chatbot for the mental health promotional things. So these are the things that is our role as a professionals. Lastly, we have to challenge balancing the opportunity with challenges, and how we can do with the past generation fought physical threat like the malnutrition and industrial hazards. Today's adolescents are more vulnerable to the invisible challenges and tied to the hyper connected world, and we have to understand that challenge. AI presents numerous benefits. It's crucial to acknowledge the address the challenge it poses, and that include the dependence on technology, bias and misinformation, privacy and concerns. At the same time, by doing so, we will really harness the AI potential to support the health and well-being of the today's adolescent, enhancing their opportunity for the growth, learning development in rapidly changing world. So in conclusion, AI is just shaping the identity and relationship of the Gen Z and Alpha. Pediatricians play a vital role in that guidance, and it is our role and responsibility to understand that judicious use of the AI is now must. It is not only the digital media what we have to take care. We have to take care about the artificial intelligence also. While the previous generation faces their unique challenges, today's adolescent concerned with a complex interplay of the digital environment, lifestyle factors, and profoundly impact their overall health. So we being a promoter of the overall health and healthy lifestyle, we have to understand there are many problems in their problem along with the physical problem, mental problem, but at the time everything should be not added by the problem of the artificial intelligence. Understanding this shift is a critical for the developing the effective public health strategies and support system tailored to the need of the real modern youth. This is the basic thing that what we have to understand. This generation is really needed a proper drivership by the our physician and also the stakeholders who are really having a good knowledge of the artificial intelligence, because that may not bias them to utilize the practical, non-utilized version of the artificial intelligence. That what ultimately harming them. Thank you.